So in fact in the South Atlantic and indeed in the North Atlantic, things have really gone the way of Chemini-Pujala. They had that little slowdown on first thing Monday morning, but previous to that their one big problem was weed. They caught weed before the weekend and struggled. They slowed down and had to use all their ingenuity and ways of getting the weed off and back down, but they're largely clear. So today's 3D overview of the fleet, looking first of all at the race leader, coming parallel to the Canary Islands, Chemini-Pujala in the northeasterly trades. Gaius and Neutrogena still reasonably close together, but Neutrogena got a little bit further to the west yesterday, and Gaius doing that today. One Planet, One Ocean and We Are Water close together in the easterly trades, pressure building as they go north, and We Are Water opening out 20 miles today, and Renault Captur in the edge of that low pressure system, struggling a little bit yesterday for pace, but the quickest boat in the fleet in the last 24 hours, and west of the Falklands today, Spirit of Hungary after their Cape Horn crossing. So that's the state of the fleet today. The leaderboard today, Tuesday 17th of March, Chemini-Pujala making slightly better speeds again today, 11.6 knots, very fickle in the early part of yesterday, but getting back into more settled 18 knot trade winds just now. Neutrogena, 10.8 knots, sailed 212 nautical miles in the last 24 hours, compared with 271 for Chemini-Pujala, and Gaius only 185, relatively slow, 7.7 knots on the 24-hour average. We Are Water and One Planet, One Ocean, well, We Are Water getting into the stronger trades, and so 13.1 knots this morning, opening out a little bit more distance today on One Planet, One Ocean. Renault Captur still the quickest in the fleet, of 14.4 knots, and Spirit of Hungary actually quite similar at 15.1 knots today.
We are happy because we are closer to home. We are sailing upwind now and with a straight wind, so we only have to wait the days pass and then we will be at home. So we are happy at the moment. We don't have a lot of chance because now the wind is very stable. We are going to sail upwind and the speeds of the boats are going to be very similar. The only difference is that we are a little bit more on the east, so maybe we can gain something for that. But at the moment we don't see a lot of options. Probably we can be a little bit closer to them, and then in the Mediterranean we'll see what happens, and probably there we will try to catch them. Yeah, we feel like our course is going to be a straight line, and the same for Neutrogena, because the wind is not going to change all the way. We are going to sail upwind with similar speed. It's like a road. We don't have a lot of options. We only go north-north, and at the end we will touch some options, but for the moment we don't see any options. The water market is okay. We fixed the problem. Now we are making water normally and we are happy. If it fails again, we have another kit for repair it. So for the moment we don't have any problem. But it's not good when the water maker fails, because you know that it's very important. It's the reason to stop, and you are not happy when it stops working. It's a little bit of everything. We need food, sometimes we are bored because we don't have a lot to do. Sometimes we miss friends and family, or we need something to do. We need to watch TV and we don't have anything here. So it's a little bit of everything, but on the other side we are happy because we are doing a thing that not all the people can do. So it's a double feeling. And the bad part is going to very quick, because in a few days we are going to be at home and we will eat what we want and we will do what we want. This is going to finish, and that's okay. Yesterday we had the equator party with a bottle of wine of 3. It was nice because we know that it's the last one. We opened the jamon and some cheese. some bread and wine and with a nice celebration with Neptune and with the boat. And that's it. Now the celebrations are finished. We only need to arrive.
Really, then, the situation is quite settled at the head of the fleet. Unfortunately, you would consider if you were in second and particularly third place, very much in one-way traffic. It's a trade wind situation, and the breeze is very similar now for Gemini Pujala, for Neutrogena and Gaius Centros Auditivos. Gemini Pujala in stronger trades, still quite upwind and heading pretty much north. Indeed, 360 degrees is their heading today. Neutrogena 358 and Gaius Centros Auditivos 339. So heading slightly more to the west, but Gemini Pujala making good speeds today, 11.6 knots. Neutrogena then still battling to try and close distance on the leaders, but also to hold off Gaius Centros Auditivos. So if that situation looks fairly static, then Anna Corbea this morning pretty much confirmed that. She said they're really just happy to be getting closer to home. There's not really going to be any options to try and close distance or indeed get past Neutrogena until they get into the Mediterranean. Then really, as we know, anything could happen. The prediction for the passage up the Med is it's going to be quite light and upwind for a lot of the time, so there may well be an opportunity for some compression at Gibraltar or thereafter for Gaius to make some gains.
Hello everybody from the race management office here in Barcelona. Today we are about 8 days before the first boat get here in Barcelona port. So here's the situation of the day. Cheminée Pujula is sailing 600 miles offshore from the Canary Islands. The ETA to Gibraltar is on the 21st of March and should be on the 24th, 25th of March to Barcelona. Cheminée Pujula is still sailing upwind, and their heading is a bit northwest, whereas the wind is blowing from the northeast. Boat speed is 14 knots, and the wind is blowing up to 18 knots at the moment. They're having the Azor trade winds here and high pressure. Azores high pressure is building some wind on the southwest of this high pressure, and that helps the boat to get some wind in the sails. Behind them we have Neutrogena and Gaius, still in the same weather system here, and the boats are sailing northwest, whereas the wind is northeast. And they have to cope with very variable and light winds. But Neutrogena has a bit more pressure. They're sailing 10 knots with 14 knots of wind, whereas Gaius is a bit slower. We Are Water, the Garcias brothers and One Planet, One Ocean are exactly in the same system. There is only 20 miles between the two boats. So we can see that on the tracker here, they're having a northwest direction heading, and the wind is blowing from the east to northeast. They will have a bit of more pressure in going up north at the moment. They're pretty light, doing 10 knots of boat speed max with 10 knots of wind, expecting a bit more pressure within the next 6 hours. Sebastian Odigan and Jorg on Renault Capture have a very western track, as you can see on the tracker here. They have very shifty conditions in the trade winds where they are, and just offshore Uruguay. The boat is doing max speed of 15-16 knots, so it's pretty fast, and they have the best speed within the last 24 hours. Their heading is northeast, so very good VMG, and they will have to face some pretty light conditions within the next hours. So fastest boat of the race within the 24 hours are Renault Capture and Spirit of Hungary here. They have up to 25 plus knots coming from the west direction. They're very happy to have the bow heading to the northeast, so good VMG. And as we can see on the tracker, the Spirit of Hungary is sailing west of the Falklands Islands. The boat speed is 16 knots. This is it. Thank you very much.
74 dies de cursa i mireu aquí darrere el Willy. No sé si ho veieu, hi ha una vela allà a l'horitzó. Bueno, l'horitzó no, estan aquí mateix. Que són el One Planet, One Ocean, a la Legend Didac, aquí mateix. La veritat és que ens han anat atrapant milles constantment durant la regata i mira, vam estar amb els hem vist i hem decidit torçar una mica i venir-los a veure perquè la foto i l'ocasió bé s'ho val més que una regata, sens dubte. Willy, algun comentari?
No, res, a veure si ens tornem a allunyar.
Molt bé.
A veure de veure's un dia, ja a més ja els hem vist.
Molt bé, molt bé. Però la veritat és que t'entra una emoció estranya, una emoció maca, de veure un barco després de 74 dies que saps que han patit el mateix que nosaltres i que han passat els mateixos moments, o similars.
I tant, i tant.
Molt bé. Vinga, des del We Are Water, dia 74 de cursa, Atlàntic Sud, pujant cap a l'Equador. Adeu!